Hi, it's the time one slash Bishie, and let's continue on checking out these gotta catch 'em all Pokemon by category. Oh my goodness, this is going to be a several video series, so buckle up. As I said in my last video, if you want to go ahead and have this on in the background while you're doing something else, feel free. But I know there's going to be, at least one or two people that are like me that are into Pokemon and they're really curious about, what the different Pokemon are like and everything. So this will be a really, cool video series for them. And also, as I said in my last video, I do plan to do more, to do some more hug, pat, or gnaw videos as more Pokemon come out. So, without further ado, let's continue on with the category. This is Ball Whale, the category that we left off at, with Whalmer. And the next category that we're going to look at Pokemon is called Balloon. And of course, we can't start off Balloon Pokemon without number 39, Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff is a normal and fairy type. When its huge eyes waver, it sings a mysteriously soothing melody that lulls its enemies to sleep. And the red version, if it inflates to sing a lullaby, it can perform longer and cause sure drowsiness in its audience. And its pre-evolution is Igglybuff, and then the next evolution is Wigglytuff, which Wigglytuff is the next Pokemon we're going to look at. I am so sorry. Being sick has not helped one bit. So here's Wigglytuff at number 40. So cute. Wigglytuff is normal fairy. It has very fine fur. Take care not to make it angry, or it may inflate steadily and hit with body slam. Aggressive. And red version is the rich, fluffy fur that covers its body feels so good that anyone who feels it cannot stop touching it. And then the next we're going to look at is Igglybuff. So here's cute little Igglybuff. I try to scroll down enough so you can see like the whole image of the Pokemon and the name. Igglybuff is 174. It is normal fairy. Its body has a faint, sweet scent, and it's bouncy and soft. If it bounces even once, it cannot stop. Sounds like a little tiny kid with a lot of energy. And the red version says, it likes to sing, but it's not yet good at it. With praise and encouragement, it will get better little by little. That's kind of adorable. I like that. And then here's the evolutions and pre-evolutions. So next up in Balloon, it's going to be Quillfish. I think it's Quillfish. It looks angry. It's 211, and it also has a Hisuian version, which is that I kind of like that version better. I like the coloring. It's same angry fish, but it's cool coloring. It is water poison. Be cautious if this Pokemon starts sucking in water. It will soon attack by scattering the toxic spikes that grow all over its body. And the red version says, experienced fishers say they tried to catch Quillfish at the brief moment that these Pokemon became defenseless just after launching poisonous spikes. And it goes from Quillfish to Overquill as its new evolution. Before it didn't have an evolution. I guess that's in the... Yeah, it's in the new version. Hisuian version. So it's Dark Poison. Fishers detest this troublesome Pokemon because it sprays poison from its spines, getting it everywhere. A different form of Quillfish lives in other regions. Okay, so there we go. And it's the same description for both blue and red. So that's why we have this version right here. And last but not least in the balloon category is Drifloon at 425. How cute that is. It is Ghost Flying. It is whispered that any child who mistakes Drifloon for a balloon and holds onto it could wind up missing. Oh no. There's actually a quest in World of Warcraft where you give a character a balloon and it just floats all the way up till you can't see it anymore. It's the funniest thing. I don't know if they still have that quest anymore, but I remember it a long time ago. It's like one of those special event. I don't know if it's a special event quest or what, but it's funny. It's one of those kind of hidden quests in Stormwind, I believe it is. Yeah, it's the Human City. Because of the way it floats aimlessly, an old folktale calls it a signpost for wandering spirits. Okay. And then its its next evolution is Drifblim. And the next category is Baneful Fox. And it's going to be Zoroark at 571. And it also has a Hisuian version, which is that. That's kind of cool. That's kind of like almost zombie-like or like infected. That's very cool. Like an undeadish, ethereal type look. Although this version's cool too, the regular version. It is dark. Stories say those who tried to catch Zoroark were trapped in an illusion and punished. Oh, I am wrong. So it is this version, the Hisuian version, is the Baneful Fox. Okay. The other one, the regular version, is in a later category. Sorry about that. This version is normal ghost. That what I say, ghost, ethereal type. Yeah. With its disheveled white fur, it looks like an embodiment of death. See? Heedless of its own safety, Zoroark attacks its nemesis with a bitter energy so intense it lacerates Zoroark's own body. And it's the same for both blue and red. And it looks like its pre-evolution is Zora. I don't know. I can't talk today. I'm sorry. Although, when can you ever talk, I hear you say. So this category is called Barnacle. And we got Cradily at 346. It is a rock grass type Pokemon. It has short legs and can't walk very fast, but its neck and tentacles can extend to over 3 times their usual length to nab distant prey. Once Cradily catches prey in its tentacles, it digests them whole and absorbs their nutrients. Ew. And its pre-evolution is Lilleep. So the next category is Barrier. And we've got Mr. Mime at 122. Oh, his Garland form is different, so we'll get to that one later. But Mr. Mime is Psychic Fairy. The broadness of its hands may be of no coincidence. Many scientists believe its palms become enlarged specifically for pantomime. That's kind of scary. He got big hands. He's got big hands. I forgot where that's from, but it's like, oh, he got a, was it hentai hands or something like that when they got the big hand, or yaoi hands. He's got the yaoi hands. Red description is, it's known for its top-notch pantomime skills. It protects itself from all sorts of attacks by emitting auras from its fingers to create walls. And its pre-evolution is Mime Jr. So the next category is called Bash Buffalo. And we've got Buffalant at 626. It is a normal type Pokemon. These Pokemon can crush a card with no more than a headbutt. Buffalant, with more hair on its head, holds higher positions within the herd. Oh, okay. So the more floofy it is, the more like higher rank it is. It's more chief-like. And the red version says these Pokemon live in herds of about 20 individuals. Buffalant that betray the herd will lose the hair on its head for some reason. Oh no! They get bald. And it doesn't evolve. So the next category is called Bat. And of course, can't start out that category without Zubat at number 41. Zubat is poison flying. It emits ultrasonic waves from its mouth to check its surroundings. Even in tight caves, Zubat flies around with skill. And the red version says Zubat lives in caves down where the sunlight won't reach it. In the morning, they gather together to keep each other warm as they sleep. Oh, that's kind of cute. See, you learn cute stuff from the descriptions. And it's like, it's got to take some creativity to make the descriptions for all these Pokemon. So it evolves from Zubat to Golbat to Crobats. And Golbat is going to be the next Pokemon that we look at. So that's Golbat at number 42. It is poison flying. It loves to drink other creatures' blood. That's straightforward. It's said that if it finds others of its kind going hungry, it sometimes shares the blood it's gathered. And then the red version, oh my god. Its feet are tiny, but this Pokemon walks skillfully. It sneaks up on sleeping prey before sinking in its fangs and slurping up blood. Why don't you just call it a Chupacabra? My god, that's basically what it is. Golbat's basically a goat sucker. Oh my god. Okay, so the next Pokemon we're going to look at is Crobats. So this is Crobat. It is 169. Did I say Golbat was number 42? If I didn't, now I did. It is, again, poison flying. Both of its legs have turned into wings. Without a sound, Crobat flies swiftly toward its prey and sinks its fangs into the nape of its target's neck. Okay, and the red... Look how big it is! Oh my god, I just realized that it's 5'11". This almost 6-foot bat is just flying toward you. Oh my god. It's 165 pounds. So the red description says this Pokemon flaps its four wings skillfully. Crobat can fly through cramped caves without needing to slow down. How big is Zubat's? I want to go back for a second. How big is Zubat's? So Zubat is 2'7". Okay, that's still kind of scary. Golbat is 5'3", so a little bit taller than me. That's, oh my god, that's scary. Okay. We got some scary giant batsies. That's the one thing I've never thought of, is the... I should go back now and see how big some of the... Because you get so many people that go, oh my god, I would love to... They're like, oh my god, I would love to have a Pokemon as a pet. No. Some of these you do not. Oh my god. Some of these they would just stomp you, they chomp you, they just... Actually, that's what I'm going to do from now on in this video. 20 minutes in. We're going to look at the height and weight of these Pokemon too. And as you saw in my previous videos, and up to this point, I have decided to also insert the height. Well, you can see for yourself the height and the weights of these Pokemon. You can see for yourself when I'm reading the descriptions. But oh my god, some of these Pokemon. Keep an eye on that. Oh lord. So this is Woobat at 527. Look at how tiny Woobat is compared to all the other bats. He's only 1'4" and 4.6, but he's a baby. He is a literal baby. While inside a cave, psychic line, by the way. While inside a cave, if you look up and see lots of heart-shaped marks lining the walls, it's evident that Woobat lives there. Aww, that's why. And the red version says it emits ultrasonic waves as it flutters about, searching for its prey, bug Pokemon. So Woobat evolves to Swoobat. Oh my god, look at that. So the next category is battery. And the only Pokemon in this category is called Charge-a-Bug. Charge-a-Bug. Charge a bug. Brilliant. It is Pokemon 737. It is Bug Electric. It is 23 pounds and only 1 foot 8 inches. While its durable shell protects it from attacks, Charge-a-Bug strikes at enemies with jolts of electricity discharged from the tips of its jaws. And the red version says its digestive process converts the leaves it eats into electricity, and the electric sac in its belly stores the electricity for later use. And its pre-evolution is Grubbin, and then it evolves into Vikavolt. So the next Pokemon is, or category is called Battle Cry. And that's going to be Braviary. Pokemon 628 in its Hisuian form. It's Psychic Flying. Psychic Flying, 5'7", 95.7 pounds, so almost 96 pounds. Screaming a blood-curdling battle cry, this huge and ferocious bird Pokemon goes out on the hunt. It blasts lakes with shockwaves and scoops up any prey that float to the water surface. And the red version is the same as the blue. And its pre-evolution is Rufflet. So the next category is Beak, and that's going to be Fearow at number 22. Fearow is normal flying. It is 3 foot 11 inches, almost 4 foot, and it's 90, or not 90. That's not a 9. It's 83.8 pounds, almost 84 pounds. A Pokemon that dates back many years. If it senses danger, it flies high and away instantly. Okay, so its blue and red version is the same. And it evolves from Spearow. Spearow is its pre-evolution. Oh my god, this Pokemon's funny looking. This category is called Beat. B-E-A-T. And it's Thwackery at number 811. It is Grass-type Pokemon. It's 2 foot 4 inches. And it is 30.9 pounds, so almost 31 pounds. Oops, what am I doing? The faster a Thwackery can beat out a rhythm with its 2 sticks, the more respect it wins from its peers. And the red version says, when it's drumming out rapid beats in battle, it gets so caught up in the rhythm that it won't even notice that it's already knocked out its opponent. And its pre-evolution is Grookey, and its next evolution is Rillaboom. So the next category is Beaver. And of course it is by Barrel, I think you said the name, at number 400. It is normal water. It's 3 foot 3 at 69.4 pounds. It busily makes this nest with stacks of branches and roots that is cut up with its sharp incisors. And its red version, it makes its nest by damming streams with bark and mud. It is known as an industrial worker. Okay. And its pre-evolution is Bidoof. I like saying that. Bidoof. The next category is called Beckon. And we got Dusclops at 356. Looks kind of creepy with those hands. It's a ghost Pokemon. It's 5 foot 3. And it's 67.5 pounds. Its body is entirely hollow. When it opens its mouth, it sucks everything in as if it were a black hole. That's almost like a Five Nights at Freddy's character thing. Just saying. And the red version says it seeks drifting will-o-wisps and sucks them into its empty body. What happens inside is a mystery. Ew. And its pre-evolution is Duskull, and its next evolution is Dusknoir. So next is Bee-Fly. And we've got Cutie Fly at 742. It is a bug fairy type. It is 4 inches and 0.4 pounds. Nectar and pollen are its favorite fare. You can find Cutie Fly hovering around Gossifleur, trying to get some of Gossifleur's pollen. That's kind of cute. And then the red version says, an opponent's aura can tell Cutie Fly what that opponent's next move will be. Then Cutie Fly can glide around the attack, and strike back. Okay. And its next evolution is Ryombi, which is the next Pokemon we're going to look at. Look how cute. That's adorable. So this is Pokemon 743. It is Bug Fairy. It is 8 inches and 1.1 pounds. It makes pollen puffs from pollen and nectar. The puffs' effect depend on the type of ingredients and how much of each one is used. And the red version says, Ryombi absolutely hates getting wet or rained on. In the cloudy Galar region, they are very seldom seen. Okay. Makes sense. So the next category is Beehive. And we have Vespiquen. It's so hard to talk sometimes when you're getting over being sick. This is Vespiquen at number 416. It is a bug flying Pokemon. It is 3'11", almost 4 foot. And it is, oh my god, it's 84.9 pounds. It's almost 85 pounds. That's a heavy insect Pokemon. Oh my god. It houses its colony in cells in its body and releases various pheromones to make those grubs do its bidding. That's kind of creepy. It raises grubs in the holes in its body. It secretes pheromones to control Combi. Okay. And of course, the pre-evolution is Combi. So the next category is Bell. And so we've got Chingling. I don't feel right saying that name. It's Pokemon 433. It is a psychic Pokemon with its 8 inches and 1.3 pounds. Each time it hops, it makes a ringing sound. It deafens foes by emitting high-frequency cries. And the red version says, there is an orb inside its mouth. When it hops, the orb bounces all over and makes a ringing sound. And the next evolution is Chimeco. That's kind of a cool name. I never realized that before. Okay, that's funny. So this category is called Big Boss. Look at that Pokemon. Oh my god. And we got Honchkrow at number 430. Honchkrow is a dark flying. It is 2'11", almost 3 feet, and 60.2 pounds. Why do I scroll up like that? It is merciless by nature. It is said that it never forgives the mistakes of its Murkrow followers. And the red version says, a single cry from this nocturne Pokemon and more than 100 of its Murkrow cronies will assemble. And yeah, so its pre-evolution is Murkrow. So the next category is Big Eater, and we got Munchlax at 446. It is a normal type Pokemon. It is 2 foot tall. Oh my god, and it's 260, it's 2 foot tall, but it's 231.5 pounds. Oh my god, imagine if it was a dog. You know, a great big huge dog, and it thought it was a lap kitty. That's basically what this is. It will break your lap. Stuffing itself with vast amounts of food is its only concern. Whether the food is rotten or fresh, yummy or tasteless, it does not care. Ew! It's a garbage can. Does it have pica? And then red version says it stores food beneath its fur. It might share just one bite, but only if it really trusts you. It stores food under its fur? How good does that fur smell? Oh my god. And then, of course, it evolves into the Snorlax that we all know. Okay, so next category is Big Fish. And it's going to be Basculegion, number 902. And that's the male version. And that's the female version. It is a water ghost Pokemon. It is 9 foot 10 inches. That's huge. And it's 242.5 pounds. Clads itself in the soul of comrades that perish before fulfilling their goals of journeying upstream. No other species throughout all of Hisui's rivers is Basculegion's equal. And then the red, it's the same red and blue version. What about the female description? Yeah, so it's water ghost. Wait, is the male water ghost too? Yeah, okay. The only difference is the female version is 9 foot 10 and 242.5 pounds. And its pre-evolution is Basculin. Bighorn is the next category, and I just can't with how big Stantler's butt is. Just come on, really? Stantler is number 234. It is a normal type. It is 4 foot 7. Oh my god, Stantler's as big as I am. I'm as big as a Stantler. And that's still heavier than me. It's 157 pounds. Oh, that's funny. This Pokemon apparently used to live in much harsher environments, and thus it once had stronger psychic powers than it does now. I'm curious if later on down the road, if it's not out already, like if I haven't found it yet, if we're gonna get a version of Stantler that has psychic. Is that like a premonition, like a pre-telling? And the red version says, it's said that this Pokemon used to be stronger long ago when it had many enemies, and that it was even able to evolve under its own power. Okay. So what is... there we go. There we go. So in later versions, it evolves to wire deer, and it gets psychic powers. Okay, that answers my question. Oh, and the next Pokemon we look at is wire deer. It still has a big dumpy. Oh my god, this Pokemon. It's cool looking. I love the coloring. It is Pokemon 899. It is normal psychic. It is 5'11", so it got bigger. And it is 209.7 pounds. The black orbs shine with an uncanny light when the Pokemon is erecting invisible barriers. The fur shed from its beard retains heat well and is a highly useful material for winter clothing. That's kind of cool. And it's the same for both red and blue. Okay. So the next category is Big Jaw. And we got Totodile at 158. Look how cute that is. So Totodile is a water Pokemon. Is 2 foot tall. And it's 20.9 pounds, so almost 21 pounds. Despite the smallness of its body, Totodile's jaws are very powerful. While the Pokemon may think it is just playfully nipping, its bite has enough power to cause serious injury. Ooh. Just like with a cat or dog. Oh, so it's the same for both red and blue. Okay. And then Totodile evolves to Croconaw and then to Feraligatr. So the next Pokemon we're going to look at is Croconaw. Croconaw. I need to practice that. It is Pokemon 159. It is a water Pokemon. It is 3'7" and it is 55.1 pounds. Once Croconaw had clumped its jaws on its foe, it will absolutely not let go. Because the tips of its fangs are forked back like barbed fish hooks, they become impossible to remove once they have sunk in. And it's the same for both versions, the description. Okay, and the next Pokemon we're going to look at is Feraligatr. And there we go. It is Pokemon 160. Water Pokemon again. It is 7'7" at 195.8 pounds. So it's almost 196. Feraligatr imitates its foes by opening its huge mouth. In battle, it will kick the ground hard with its thick and powerful hind legs to charge at the foe at an incredible speed. And it's the same for both red and blue version. So the next category is Big Rock. And it's going to be Stonjourner at number 874. It is a rock Pokemon, of course. It is 8'2" and it's 1,146.4 pounds. That's so heavy. Oh, so heavy. Of course. The elemental composition of the rocks that form its body were found to match the bedrock of a land far away from this Pokemon's habitat. And then the red version says, this Pokemon spends its life gazing at the setting sun. It strives leisurely across grassy plains on legs of rock that weigh over 400 pounds each. And it has no other evolution. The next category is Big Voice. And we got Lowred at number 294. It is a normal type Pokemon. It is 3'3" and it's 89.3 pounds. Lowred's ears serve as speakers, and they can put out sound waves powerful enough to blow away a house. And the red version says, the force of this Pokemon's loud voice isn't just the sound, it's also the wave of air pressure that blows upon its way and damages them. And its pre-evolution is Whimsir, and its next evolution is Explode. Okay, this is adorable. This next category is called Big Hearted. And the Pokemon in this category is called Stoutland. It is number 508. Look how cute. It's a dog. big heart, and it's a dog. Okay, I'm not a dog person, but even I say that's adorable. It is a normal type Pokemon. It is 3'11", so almost 4 foot. And it is 134.5 pounds. These Pokemon seem to enjoy living with humans. Aww. Even a Stoutland caught in the wild will warm up to people in about 3 days. And the red version says, Stoutland is immensely proud of its impressive mustache. The mustache. It is said that mustache length is what determines social standing among the species. That's funny. Like I said, the people who came up with some of these descriptions have been so creative. Okay, so its first evolution, its first, the first time you see it, it's Lillipup. And then the next evolution is Herdier, where it looks like a Scotty dog. And then you get the Stoutland. So this category I don't get because there's only 2 Pokemon in this category. Well, okay. It's called Bird. And the first Pokemon in this category is Pidgeotto, number 17. It is a normal flying Pokemon. It is 3'7", and it is 66.1 pounds. This Pokemon is full of vitality. It consistently flies around its large territory in search of prey. And it's the same description for both versions. So with Pidgeotto, its previous evolution is Pidgey, and then its next evolution is Pidgeot. And Pidgeot is the next Pokemon we're going to look at. So Pidgeot is Pokemon 118, or Pokemon 18. And this is the Mega version, which is very cool, very colorful. So once again, Pidgeot's normal flying. It is 4'11", and is 87.1 pounds. This Pokemon flies at Mach 2 speed, seeking prey. Its large talons are feared as wicked weapons. And that's the same for both versions. Is there a different description for Mega Pidgeot? So Mega Pidgeot grows to 7 foot 3 inches. And it is 111 pounds and 3 ounces. And its new description says, with its muscular strength now greatly increased, it can fly continuously for 2 weeks without resting. And that's the same for both blue and red descriptions. So this next category and last category of this video is going to be Bite. And the first Pokemon in this category is going to be Poochyena. Poochyena at number 261. I almost flipped my phone to the floor. It is a dark Pokemon. It is 1 foot 8 inches and 30 pounds. At first sight, Poochyena takes a bite at anything that moves. This Pokemon chases after prey until the victim becomes exhausted. However, it may turn tail if the prey strikes back. And then the red version says, Poochyena is an omnivore. It will eat anything. A distinguishing feature is how large its fangs are compared to its body. This Pokemon tries to intimidate its foes by making the hair on its tail bristle out. And then it evolves into Mightyena, which is the next Pokemon we're going to look at. So this is Mightyena. It is Pokemon 262. It is a dark Pokemon. It is 3 foot 3 inches, and it's 81.6 pounds. Mightyena gives obvious signals when it's preparing to attack. It starts to growl deeply and then flattens its body. This Pokemon will bite savagely with its sharply pointed fangs. And then the red version says, mighty hyena travel and act as a pack in the wild. The memory of its life in the wild compels the Pokemon to obey only those trainers that it recognizes, to possess superior skill. Okay? And then the last Pokemon in this category that we're going to look at for this video is going to be Dreadnought, who is Pokemon 834. And this is its normal version, and here is its Gigantamax version. That's very creepy. All the Gigantamax are very creepy. It is a water rock Pokemon. It is 3'3", and it is 254.6 pounds. Its massive jagged teeth can crush a boulder in a single bite. This Pokemon has an extremely vicious disposition. And then the red version says, Dreadnought lurks along the shoreline. When prey come to drink water, Dreadnought stretches its neck out and chomps down on them. Oh my god. And it evolves from Chewtle. Let's see, is the Gigamax description different? Oh, it is different. Okay. So, in that version, it is 78 feet 0.9 inches plus. It can get even bigger, and nobody knows what the weight of it is. It responded to Gigantamax energy by becoming bipedal. First, it comes crashing down on its enemies, crashing down on foes, and that finishes them off with its massive jaws. And then the red version says, in the Galgar region, there's a tale about this Pokemon chewing up a mountain and using the rubble to stop a flood. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here, or this video here, I should say. I hope you've been enjoying these, looking more in depth on these Pokemon and reading the descriptions and looking at the profiles and everything and seeing what type they are. And I haven't been saying what they're weak against, but you can see it when I scroll down to look at, any evolutions and all that. You can see the weaknesses as I do that. And it's interesting to see, like, now that I'm looking at it, to see what the height and the weight of these Pokemon are. Like I said before, I remember so many people would be like, oh, I wish I had a Pokemon as a pet. I was like, really? Choose carefully. Especially, like, if it evolves and it's some great big huge creature or whatever. Oh my god. All right. So in the next video, I'm going to be checking out the bivalve category. So leave in the comments below no peeking, which Pokemon you think you're gonna be in the bivalve section. And also let me know which category you've enjoyed seeing the Pokemon in so far, and what names you've enjoyed seeing for the categories and all that. Some are pretty interesting. All right. So that's going to be all for now. Thank you so much for watching. Please stay safe, stay happy, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.